As stated in a couple of my posts on this channel now, Lego Marvel Superheroes is my GOAT of all Lego games. The way the game runs, the amazing open world, the character roster, the level design.
That's why he's the GOAT!
All these awesome things have sparked its way right up my rankings list, and every time I open the game, I get reminded of just how awesome it is. Now, walk with me, as we can imagine a game with a similar open world, but it has even more places to go. A game that has a really good roster, and a game that has pretty decent level design. Now, would this game be able to be better than the original Lego Marvel Superheroes though? Well, let's find out.
Lego 100% games.
Lego Marvel Avengers is a game made right on the edge of what I consider to be the dark age of Lego games. Actually, this might be the last game before the dark age. Unlike Lego Marvel Superheroes, this one completely focuses on a pre-made story, aka the first two Avengers movies. After release, they also added a ton of really cool DLCs based on the movies and TV shows. Blah blah blah, let's just get into this. We start this game with a bit of a confusing first level. We are taken to Sokovia, where the Avengers are breaking into a Hydra base so they can get the scepter back. With anyone familiar with that scene, you would know that that happens to be the first scene of Age of Ultron, or the second Avengers movie. So obviously it must be one of those things where you start with the second game and then go to the first, like the Lego Incredibles or Lego Jurassic World, right? Wrong. Right after this, we're taken back to the beginning of the Avengers story. Anyways, we start as Hawkeye and Black Widow, aka the Snoo Squad, but they actually have given them abilities that makes them more useful. More so Hawkeye than Black Widow. She can only use electric panels now, but Hawkeye might as well be Stan Lee with this amount of abilities. After making our way through for a bit, we were taken to Hulk and Iron Man, who have a similar mission of making it towards the Hydra base. We then get to witness Captain America murder someone and then get to play as him and Thor. With a light amount of murder, we make it to the outside of the Hydra base, and there is a really cool part of the level where one of the characters is flying around blowing stuff up, while the other is more focused on doing puzzles. Playing as the blowing stuff up character is really fun in these levels, I have to admit. I believe this format also shows up in Lego Batman 3, but I don't think they did it as well. As Cap, we destroy the pesky turrets and then we're able to go inside. Unfortunately for us, the Maximoff twins are also in this jump. They make an attempt at throwing Stark off, but he grabbed the scepter anyways. And then it's time to go back to the first film. The second level takes us to a shield base where they're keeping the Tesseract. All of a sudden, Loki breaks in and begins to bring forth his evil plan. This leaves Nick Fury and Hawkeye to take care of him. They almost do, but Hawkeye gets hypnotized. Whoopsies! Loki destroys the room and makes the building unstable, so we need to get out ASAP. We are transported to Maria Hill and some rando who are trying to make their way out of the base and to stop Loki and his newly gained apprentice. We build a truck and have a cool driving and shooting mission against Hawkeye. We low-key lost and almost got crushed by the collapsing base, but have no fears, we made it out alive. With the threat at hand, Fury decides he needs to build the Avengers. He sends Agent Coulson to Iron Man's house and goes to a gym where Captain America is training. This level is actually really cool and we basically just play through Cap's PTSD war flashbacks. Kinda insane. Anyways, Fury convinces Black Widow and Bruce Banner to join via side cutscene. The next level starts with us preparing the helicarrier to be able to have Captain America show up. This is kind of like when your family hosts Thanksgiving or Christmas and your mom is yelling at you to clean better, but instead of your mother, it's a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. workers with the same voice as Deadpool from the original Lego Marvel Superheroes, which RIP Deadpool because he won't be appearing in this game or Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, which is unfortunate. Yada yada, Cap arrives, we reveal our plan to stop Loki and go to carry out the plan. There's a boring boss battle against Loki, but he gets captured nonetheless. To our detriment, Thor comes out of nowhere and saves him. Now we play through the iconic boss fight between Thor, Cap, and Iron Man, which basically is Iron Man and Thor hurt each other's egos and then Cap catches a stray. If you don't think that's how it goes, go rewatch the movie. The fight itself is pretty typical for a boss fight in this game, and I can't tell if I hate it or if I think it's alright. After killing each other, they officially recapture Loki, and that's the end of the level. The fifth level starts with hypnotized Hawkeye attempting to blow up the whole helicarrier to kill everyone. This leads to Bruce Banner falling and hurting his balls and transforming into Hulk.
He needs some milk!
This next section is really cool because it's kind of like the boulder part from Lego Indiana Jones if it was angry and green and wore surprisingly stretchy pants. After Black Widow and S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent number 1 get away, we are brought to the mission room of the helicarrier where Hawkeye is trying to decimate Nick Fury and Maria Hill. This is another lame boss-esque fight. He shoots for a bit, runs out of ammo, then you shoot him. It's like, whatever though, I guess. We're taken to Cap and Iron Man, whose main purpose is to repair the ship so they don't all die. Then Black Widow takes down Hawkeye, Thor gets captured in the cell Loki was supposed to be in, and Coulson trades with Loki, but Loki didn't die. Neither does Coulson, really. But who cares? After an epic speech by Fury, all the Avengers learn the values of teamwork, friendship, and positivity, and they're ready to band together to stop Loki. Iron Man goes first by confronting Loki at Stark Tower. Loki didn't care, so Iron Man sends Big Bro to stop him. The Loki-Thor boss fight was like an actual boss fight, which was good. I feel like we deserved it by now. We also got another section like the Iron Man one from earlier. As stated, these are awesome in this game. After knocking Loki off, we play as the Snoo Squad with Cap as they try to save civilians from the Chitauri. We save the last group, and with the majority of the Avengers, we need to make it across the Nova Pass. Ting! Shoof! Bang! Boom, 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 boom.
You hear me? Hit the rollie start with the.
And we were across. And that concludes this level on a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger over, Hulk shows up and he's ready to help us all of a sudden. The murderous monster is controlled enough to only target the Chitauri now apparently. We get on top of one of the cool giant flying guys with Thor and Hulk, and we just absolutely wreak havoc on everything. So much alien death. Out of nowhere, someone in S.H.I.E.L.D. sends a nuke at Manhattan to stop the invasion. They were gonna nuke Manhattan? Like, population 1.6 million Manhattan? Crazy work aside, Cap and Thor get inside a building where the Chitauri are holding hostages with bombs. What in the die-hard invasion is this? We finally get to pummel Loki with Hulk, and Black Widow unhypnotizes the guy who opens the portal, and they're able to shut it off. Unfortunately, Iron Man just went through said portal with said nuke from earlier. Not unfortunately though, he made it through just in time for him to not be stuck in space forever. Hulk gives him a little tongue-on-tongue French action, and they capture Loki. Breaking news! While editing this, I realized it was almost exactly 9 years since the release of this game. I just thought I should add that in here. Now, it is time to get to the half of Age of Ultron. The first segment starts as Hydra agents. This is probably to help us remember what was happening in the beginning, because as I'm sure you remember, we started this story earlier, but we didn't care to continue it without slaughtering some aliens. We set up Loki's staff and the twins, and then we get to leave these Hydra losers to continue the story. With Age of Ultron, I'ma be honest, the levels stem from really cool to extremely boring in my opinion. The beginning of this level is going through Tony's crap and doing some absolute nerd stuff. Then we get to the pop and brewskis with the boys as we celebrate getting the scepter back. We must have not hired someone or something to actually set up the party before it started though, because mid-party we're still doing some setup stuff. But then,
We're having such a great time, guys, right?
Ultron is born and wants to get like world domination or something like that. Like a girl on a table who projectile vomits at a frat party. He really killed the vibe. The Avengers stop him there, but he has already uploaded himself to another body and he gets away. The next level starts with us going to track down Claw in South Africa for reasons I forget. Unfortunately, the Wonder Twins are already there and mess us up for reals. Dash from The Incredibles flexes on us while the third Olsen brings up childhood trauma and stuff. Some true villainry. She eventually reaches Hulk and he freaks out and attempts to unalive a bunch of people. Fortunately, Iron Man created the Hulkbuster suit for this exact situation. This scene in the movie was really cool. This level in the game, disappointing. When you have something as cool as two big figs fighting, creating mass destruction in a Lego world, you'd think that there'd be a lot of cool fight animations. But nah, it's the same animation moves over and over again. Essentially for like a 5-minute section of the game, it consists of button mash for the same combo, blow up some metal things, and send something down from the sky via air support. I've used this word a couple times, and it truly was disappointing. On a bright note, we allow Hawkeye to get a little family time in, aka we wish to endanger his family so we can have a safe house from Ultron. We do a bit of work around the farm and we're ready to track down Ultron and stop him. This level was actually pretty cool. Or maybe it was just a moving car mission. But still, it was really well designed. It starts with Cap fighting Ultron on a truck. The fight is a little buggy because I just kept kicking him off the side. But then Wanda joins our side and we beat up some bots. Side note, I was a little sad Cap didn't go for the iconic Ultron choke, but I'll survive. We stopped the train, but it kind of maybe destroyed a little amount of street. With the help of Quicksilver, we're able to get the flip out of Dodge. We catch back up with Bruce and Tony, and we are blessed to witness another robot birth. But this one doesn't want to kill us as much. With the newly finalized gang, we're able to go to Sokovia, where we need to fight Ultron. He makes the whole country fly. This must be a part of his whole world domination shtick. Black Widow throws Bruce off the edge of a high rail because she thinks the Hulk is cuter, and they begin to scale the floating country. Once we make it to the top, we see Hawkeye save Scarlet Witch, and he gives her the whole anyone can be a hero talk. Now she is ready to save the world. They make their way through robots and save Quicksilver. After that, we get to play as Thor and Cap as we go across another bridge. Nothing of note really happens here until we do a super combo to end the mission. This next mission is the whole reason why it's even worth playing the Age of Ultron part of the game, other than like the whole you can't finish the game without doing it. War Machine shows up to help Iron Man save the helicarrier from going down. This of course is done in another cool blowing things up whilst flying section. Then we move on to the Ultron boss battle, which is truly epic. There are two sections. In the first section, you are Thor and Vision going through a decently typical boss fight for a Lego game. Then in the second part, you play as all the Avengers as they do what they can to stop Ultron. In the end, Thor, Scarlet Witch, and Vision band together to take a final blow on Ultron. And everyone pretty much lives happily ever after. Oh, crap. Wait, now with the story done, it's time for the cleanup process. This will include all the mini kits and red bricks from the main levels, and doing the same in the bonus missions. It also includes getting the gold bricks, Stanleys, and Peril, and character/vehicle tokens within the different locations. As mentioned in the intro, unlike Lego Marvel Superheroes, Avengers has many hub worlds that are all awesome. Also in contrast to the first game, to get the red bricks, you must complete the collector's quest within each level. Okay, now we've made it to the part of the video where I condensed like 10 plus hours that it took to complete the cleanup into a short montage. Going through to Manhattan. I'm gonna finish it real quick, doing all the side quest races and gold bricks. Then we move to DC and do the same thing there. I never even knew there was a Hydra base under there. We go to Barton's farm and do some chicken farms. Once we finish cleaning up, you know we eating chicken parm. We go to the shield base, make the missions dissipate, clean up that jaunt and left without a single trace. Welcome to Asgard. My brain is kinda sharp, but now we thugged it out without a doubt. That's a full bar. Move it to South Africa, that's low key the worst one. It's Superboy and Rustic, and it's high key less sun. We finish up now, Slovakia. Bar so hard, Zendaya. Now it's time to clean the levels. Getting all the red bricks from all 16 levels. Grabbing all the mannequins from all 16 levels. Now I have 48 gold from all 16 levels. With all the levels done, I can buy all of the characters. With all of them, I can grab achievements too. Berenger. Start voting! Let's go. Let it be known that for some reason I thought this game was smaller than Lego Marvel Superheroes, so I started it as a project to take me away from the behemoth of Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and I was wrong. Anyways, Lego Marvel Avengers is a truly underrated title when it comes to Lego superhero games. Like, it definitely has an argument for top 4. The game design, the roster, and amount of love put into this really shines through. It'd also be criminal of me to not include the fact that this game has way better DLCs than all the other Lego Marvel games. This is one of my favorite 100% I've gotten on this channel, especially because it's one of the Lego games where you can choose which part of the level you'd like to enter when you're cleaning up in free play. Where this game loses a lot of points for me is the story itself. If this game had been delayed 5 years, there is little to no doubt that a Lego Marvel Avengers Infinity Saga would be one of the best Lego games ever. The problem for me is that half of the game takes place in my least favorite Avengers film, this leaving Lego Marvel Superheroes to feel like a better title to me. Now, I know the title says that Lego Marvel Avengers is super underrated, and it truly is. In my opinion, this game doesn't come up nearly as much as it should when we're talking about really good Lego games. In my short where I ranked all the Lego games, this ended at top 6 or something like that for me, because I really do enjoy this game. I just can't see myself putting it above Lego Marvel Superheroes because of the less interesting story within the game. In the end, to me, it just felt like a less fulfilling game. In conclusion, this game good, but not better than Lego Marvel Superheroes. If disagree, feel free to let me know. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, it really would mean a lot if you liked and subscribed. If you really enjoyed, make sure you share this with your Uncle Brad, who has 2 chest hairs and always wears those weird shorts.